and welcome back to the Film Club. The club will talk about films that we're recently watching, viewing and enjoying them. You know what you've been recently watching and enjoying, and if you've seen it or about to talk about, let me in the comments what you thought about it. I didn't even need to see The Wild Robot to know that I was going to love it. Like, I genuinely think I saw the trailer for this like a year ago, and I looked up after whatever film, like the trailer had come before, I then looked up the release date and saw how far away it was, and I got so sad, because this trailer looked incredible, from the art style, the music, the sort of aesthetic of the whole film. I was instantly like, I know I'm gonna love this, and I did. I actually loved it more than I think I thought I was going to. There is some films that come along, and to be honest, not many of these come along nowadays, especially not animated films. Ones that are just special, that are timeless. Things like WALL-E, things like How to Train Your Dragon, just those sort of animated films that make you feel a certain type of way. And The Wild Robot is no different. Like, this film, I have not cried at a film like that in a while. I think I genuinely cried 3 times, and each time I was like, oh, why is it getting me so much? But oh my god, it was getting me so bad. Like, I don't know if it's like the position of where I'm at in life, like I'm about to move out soon, and it was making me think of my mum and my dad and just everything like that. But this film, from start to finish, was just absolutely stunning. The story is brilliant. It's such a amazing story of hope and just love and families and connection, and I love that it's a kids film, but you can watch it and understand it on a deeper level as an adult. You can find like comedy elements in there. Like, I thought I was laughing at the film more than some of the kids in the cinema who were watching it at the same time. Like, genuinely, this film is outstanding. The animation, I don't even feel like I need to talk about, because you just know that it was good. Like, I knew going into it that the animation was going to be incredible. You can tell that the people who behind this film care. They cared about the style of it, the story that they were telling, and you don't get that very often anymore. You don't get people actually just giving a shit about what they're making and crafting. That's why it's so brilliant, because there's something so human behind this film. It's just so good. If you don't know what The Wild Robot is about, it's essentially this film where a robot crash lands on an island. It's this robot from a system of robots where they have to essentially just complete any task you give them, and on this island there is just animals, so obviously they don't have tasks to give her, and after learning their language so she can understand all the creatures and all the animals, she lands on and finds an egg of a duck, and this duck is a runt, and because it comes out of the egg and the first thing it sees is the robot, it like imprints on it, and she becomes the mother, and that's her task. And the journey of it is that she has to teach him to swim, to eat, and to fly for migration. The scene of her teaching this duck, who was not supposed to fly, like, he is a runt, he was not supposed to even make it past like 3 weeks, but he does. The scene where she is teaching him to fly and then he leaves for migration, it actually broke me, because like the music is you can tell it's so good because you don't notice how good it is. I was just like sobbing. I was just sobbing my eyes out, and then I was like, this music's beautiful. Like, that's how much it got me. And just that whole scene, like, and then she runs after to try and just catch up to him and fly with him. And then even like later scenes, there's a whole different story it goes on, where there's sort of a bad guy that wants the robot to come back, and then the animals all go on the robot side, and just there's a whole big thing. And another bit made me cry, because I thought she was like, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not even going to spoil it. But there's just a few other scenes that I absolutely adored and I loved. And just what a brilliant film. Like I say, sort of Western media don't often get animated films perfect. Because they're sometimes over kidified or whatever, but this was perfect. I think for all ages, you can relate to this on some form of level, and it just broke me, and then built me back up, and it was just amazing to watch. So let me know, what did you think of The Wild Robot if you have seen it, and I will see you next time on The Film Club.